made you switch from marine biology to acting?
Uh, it wasn't a conscious decision. The decision was more or less made for it. I was in a situation where I'd run out of funding basically for school, and was looking for a means to potentially earn some more income. And the idea was to go back.
This is Crime, Mr. Wade, bringing you the stories. Stay tuned for a lot more. Today's unfortunate story is about a Paul William Walker IV. He was an American actor, and he was best known for his role as Brian O'Connor in The Fast and the Furious. Paul Walker began his career as a child actor in the 1980s, gaining recognition in the 1990s after appearing in the television soap opera The Young and the Restless. He received praise for his performances in the teen comedy She's All That and the comedy drama Varsity Blues in the year of 1999, and rose to international fame by starring in The Fast and the Furious in the year of 2001. Mr. Walker was born on September 12th in the year of 1973 in Glendale, California. His mother, Cheryl Lee Crabtree, was a fashion model, and his father, Paul William Walker III, was a sewer contractor and a former amateur boxer who was once a two-time Golden Gloves champion. Raised as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Walker had four younger siblings, Amy, Ashley, Caleb, and Cody. He spent the majority of his early life in the Sunland neighborhood of Los Angeles and graduated from the Village Christian School in the year of 1991. Walker subsequently attended several community colleges in Southern California, majoring in marine biology. Walker began modeling career as a toddler, starring in a television commercial for Pampers at the age of 2. He continued to appear in commercials, most notably for Showbiz Pizza in the year of 1984. Before beginning an acting career on television that year, appearing in teen anthology series CBS School Break Special, Walker continued to work in television until the year of 1996, across a number of genres. He appeared in 2 episodes of the fantasy drama Highway to Heaven between the years of 1984 and the year of 1986, and secured his first leading role in 1987, appearing as Jeremy Betty in the sitcom Throb. He continued to feature on sitcoms in the early 1990s with guest roles in Charles in Charge and Who's the Boss, and the short-lived What a Dummy. In the year of 1993, he portrayed Brandon Collins on a soap opera Young and the Restless. He and co-star Heather Tom, who played Victoria Newman, gained fame and were nominated for Outstanding Lead Actor and Actress in a Soap Opera at the Youth and Film Awards. Walker's final television role was A Touch by Angel, although he appeared by himself, alongside his sister, Ashley, as contestants of a 1998 episode of the game show I'm Telling, in which they finished in second place. Walker began his career in film in the year of 1986, appearing mainly in low-budget B-films. His first role was in horror comedy Monster in the Closet, and a year later starred in The Retaliator, a science action film. In the year of 1994, he returned to film, starring in The Tammy and the T-Rex, but secured his first feature role in the comedy Meet the Deals in the year of 1998. Although commercially and critically unsuccessful, it allowed Walker to secure supporting roles in the films Pleasantville in the year of 1998 and Varsity Blues in the year of 1999, and She's All That in the year of 1999, and The Skulls in the year of 2000. Despite initial reluctance, Walker reprised his role as Brian O'Connor after 7 years in the Fast and the Furious year 2009. The film became the highest grossing film in the franchise up until that point. He then reprised his role in the 5th and the 6th installments of the franchise, which were commercially successful. While his performances were praised, Walker was nominated for Choice Movie Actor, Action of the 2011 Teen Choice Awards for the former, and nominated for Choice Movie. Chemistry with Diesel and Dwayne Johnson, and won his second MTV Movie Award for Best On-Screen Duo with Diesel for Ladder. Walker also starred in the heist film Takers in the year of 2010 and returned to modeling in the year 2011, appearing as the face of fragrance brand Cool Water. In the year 2012, he found the film production company Laguna Ridge Pictures, which signed a 5 first-look deal with Fast and the Furious distributor Universal Pictures. Walker was raised in a Latter-day Saint household, but later became a non-denominational Christian. He lived in Santa Barbara with his dogs. He and Rebecca Soteros, his childhood friend, whom he had on and off relationships with throughout the years, had a daughter together named Meadow Rain Walker. Meadow lived with her mother in Hawaii for 13 years, while her mother continued for education, then moved to California to live with Walker in 2011. Her godfather is Vin Diesel, with whom Walker shared a close bond. Diesel gave him the nickname Pablo, while Walker's mother referred to her son as Diesel's other half. Walker also was close friends with the fellow cast and the Furious co-star Tyrese Gibson. At the time of his death, Walker was in a relationship with Jasmine Pilchard Gosnell. Mr. Walker held a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He also had an interest in marine biology and joined the board of directors of the Brill Fish Foundation in the year 2006. He fulfilled a lifelong dream by starring in the National Geographic Channel series Expedition Great White, which premiered in June 2010. Walker spent 11 days catching and tagging 7 great white sharks off the coast of Mexico. The expedition, led by Chris Fisher, founder and CEO of Fisher Productions, and Brett McBride and Michael Domier of the Marine Conservation Science Institute, took measurements, gathered DNA samples, and fastened real-life satellite tags to the great white sharks in order to study migratory patterns, especially those associated with mating and birthing over a 5-year period. Mr. Walker was a car enthusiast. Walker competed in the Red Line Time Attack Racing Series, in which he raced on the AE Performance team, driving a BMW E92 M3. Walker had been preparing for an auto show prior to his death. Walker also had a large collection of about 30 cars, portion of which he co-owned along the Rodas. In January year 2020, 21 vehicles owned by Walker were sold for a combined $2.33 million during spirited bidding at an annual car auction in Arizona. On November 30th, year 2013, at about 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Walker, age 40, and Roger Rodas, age 38, left an event for Walker's charity Reach Out Worldwide for Victims, with Rodas driving his red 2005 Porsche Carrera GT, traveling between 80 miles per hour and 93 miles per hour, while driving in a 45 mile per hour speed zone on Hercules Street in Valencia, Santa Clarita, California. Rodas lost control of the car and crashed into a concrete lamppost and 2 trees off the road, catching fire within seconds after impact. According to forensic evidence gathered from the scene, both men were knocked out by the impact. Rodas died instantly from multiple physical trauma, while Walker died within seconds from the combined effects of physical trauma and burns. Both of their bodies were burned beyond recognition. The curve where Walker and Rodas died is a popular spot for drifting cars. No alcohol or other drugs were found in either man's system, and neither mechanical failure nor not road conditions appear to play a role. Police found no evidence of drag racing. The investigation concluded that the car's speed and age of the tires were the primary reasons for the crash. With the Fast and the Furious 7 in the middle of filming at the time of Walker's death, Universal announced an indeterminate hiatus on the production, citing a desire to speak with his family before determining what to do with the film. Numerous friends and movie stars posted tributes to Walker on social media. His body was cremated and his ashes were buried on a non-denominational seminary at Forest Lawn Memorial Park. His life was later chronicled in the documentary I Am Paul Walker that was released in August 11th, year of 2018. In December, year 2014, Walker's father filed a wrongful death claim against Rodas' estate, seeking the return of or a proportionate share of revenue generated by a group of automobiles that were jointly owned by both Walker and Rodas. In September, year 2015, Walker's daughter filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Porsche, claiming that the Porsche Carrera GT had numerous design defects, including a history of instability, and that its seatbelt placement can cause harm upon impact. However, Porsche denied any wrongdoing and blamed Walker, stating that perils, risk, and danger were open and obvious and known to him, and he chose to conduct himself in a manner so as to expose himself to such perils, danger, and risk, thus assuming all risk involving in using the vehicle. Walker's father and daughter both reached separate out-of-court settlements with Porsche. I hope you enjoyed this unfortunate story of Paul Walker. I'm Mr. Wade and Mrs. Crime. And once again, we bring it